Hi, this is Peter Godinez, your ambassador to KADYTV.net with another series of Good Morning Oxnard. And we have a very special guest, Evan Ocello, and he is special because today is very significant and we are celebrating the 10th anniversary of the World Series Little League, the Conejo Valley. It was Little League. They won that 10 years ago, and you won the United States portion of it. And you guys were the West, right? And
yeah.
Who did you actually beat? That's
we beat Texas, the Southwest, for the United States Championship, and then we played Curacao from the Caribbean in the World Championship.
Wow, and that was 10 years ago.
Yeah, time flies.
Wow, it certainly does. It flies first class, I would say, too. So, I got to go back and I saw some pictures of you, and in fact, there's one behind me, and you've gotten more handsome and you've got more muscle mass now, and you got a beard. So you weren't able to grow a beard when you were 11. You were like the youngest player on that team.
Yeah, no, I was the youngest player on the team, and I'm still a similar type of player, get on base, produce some runs, steal some bases and so on, but I definitely have grown. I was at the time the smallest on the team, but I believe out of all the kids that I've seen in recent years now, I have grown the most and might be close to the tallest.
So we'll get more into that in a while. But that, I call it's a history of success that you carried for the rest of your life. But what was that like, being in that time frame, being on national television, being a part of a winning team? Give me some of the emotions and feelings that was.
Well, at first it was just kind of more the fact, you had an idea that, we might be able to do this once we were in the regionals, and then once it happens, it's reality. And I remember because they kind of every year they put on the League World Series, so for the first 3 years after, they showed a clip of our team walking in and seeing the field for the first time. And my reaction was on there, and it was like, oh my gosh, do you see that? I mean, seeing that field for the first time, it's incredible. And then playing on it for the first time is even better. I mean, my first at bat, I swung at the first pitch and got a hit. And Harold Reynolds was the announcer at the time, and he just kept on saying, look at that. I was jumping up and down with excitement, had the biggest smile on my face, was so excited. And then it just went again to playing in the United States Championship, where you're in front of 20 to 30,000 people. And then to the World Championship, and they're chanting USA, and that's 40, 50,000 people. So it was an experience I'll never forget and I'll cherish for the rest of my life.
Now, did you ever feel at the point of uncontrollably just nervous, or are you one of these people that has ice water running to their veins? I've known people like that.
A little bit of both. I mean, I think more than nervousness, it's the excitement. And from my point of view, it was just getting out there and getting to play. I mean, this is a big stage, and that's what you live for. And it's kind of like the World Series of Little League. So it was a very cool experience, and just was able to enjoy it.
Now back then, were you now you're at second base or shortstop? Forgive me for
outfield.
Outfield.
Yeah.
Okay, because you're a stick too, and you got some leg speed. I'm just trying to remember what you did back then. So were you outfield?
I was outfield as well. Yes.
Left, center, right.
Anywhere I was needed.
Just anywhere that you got a chance to play me, coach. I don't care what it is. I'll play a cheerleader, whatever it is. No, but most of the time it was just the outfield.
Yeah.
And then usually, where did you actually bat in order?
Well, at the time, because I was the youngest on the team, I was one of the substitutes, and out of the substitutes, everybody has to get in at bat. So kind of come in around maybe the third or fourth inning and get 1 or 2 at bats, and just kind of whoever I came in for. So I think usually I came in around the 6th or 7th hole, and just would go up there and do my thing.
But did they give you superstar treatment while you were back there at the World Series?
They did. The biggest thing that I remember from the superstar treatment was the fact we were just practicing on the field once, and kind of out of nowhere, a bunch of representatives for, I forget who it was, but Demery East and whoever it was, dropped a bunch of the bats on the field. And just were because they wanted you to use their product. So in that regard, it was pretty cool to kind of be coveted in that regard, but in all honesty, we were kind of just there, ready to play.
No, so that's very special. That's what I want. So, so you're there, there's one more pitch left, and now you know that if you get this one out, you just won the World Championship. So as soon as it actually happens, What is that sensation? I've seen the picture.
Yeah, no, I mean, after
There it is. There it is. So, I mean, somehow if you could just explain to the audience, what's that like when all said the 2004 Little League World Series championship game, Texas versus Dallas Mavericks. And my producer is actually making sure I get the detail.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, the whole experience with that, I pinch hit for, I don't remember who at the time, but just to see that, I remember the exact pitch because it was real exciting. Texas was really one of the better teams in the whole World Series, and the guy ended up throwing me a curveball. And
there it is. And this is you, this is national,
yeah,
this is national television.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, and do you have any awareness that this is actually, you know, you're too young to actually think.
He is just a great looking kid. He's got a great smile. Concentrate now. Choking up. Making contact. Makes it. Mr. Winsinger. This time, ladies and gentlemen, he looked at the manager at third base. John was not going to run through another stop. And how about the joy? And there's that great smile that here's a nice piece of hitting. Choked up on the bat, just made contact like you said. Now pick up Lister coming through here. He's looking at the coach the whole way. He's not even thinking about it. Look at this high five from this youngster.
Well, the technology we have, we want to thank our affiliates, whoever showed that. But again, that smile, I'm almost sure that you got a lot of toothpaste endorsements after that. And that voice was very familiar, and I'm forgetting who it is.
That was Harold Reynolds.
Okay, Harold Reynolds. It's kind of funny. I know his voice, but I don't remember his name. And you know, we spared no expense. I don't know if you can see this, but this is the 58th annual Little League World Series, Keno Valley Little League. And you know, again, there's Evan right there. I don't know if you can actually see it very well, but you know, we can actually just go ahead and show
I
that.
think the only similarity really is the smile.
In fact, I think our producer, Bob Allen, is right there, kind of smiling. I don't know why. What are you doing there for, Bob? Anyway, that's a really a neat thing, national television, 11 years old, and the sensation of where I was, you know, all of a sudden you just realized you won the World Series. You know, I don't know if you had the chance to say, I'm going to Disneyland and stuff like that, but I mean, again, explain that feeling all of a sudden.
Well, it was a team effort because that's the excitement that you're able to take a summer of almost 3 months. We've been working for this for 3 months, and then next thing you know, you're United States champions.
Yeah.
Everybody's there, just so excited for you. So to be able to share that with the team was just fantastic. I mean, and then to get to that World Series championship game and hear the chants of USA, it's something that, I mean, pro athletes nowadays really only get the opportunity to hear in the Olympics.
Right.
And so, I mean, to hear that, it's representing your country, you get that feeling, what they feel of representing a country. It's a fantastic feeling.
Yeah. Now, obviously that you guys had a common spirit, and you know, I know it's hard to keep in contact with people, but are a few people that you actually still connect with?
Yeah, no, actually, I think it's 2 years ago, I'm a senior now, so my sophomore year, I played Jordan Brower.
Mm-hmm.
I was Holy Cross, he was Cal Poly Sloan, we traveled out to California, so played against him, got to see him. I've come back, and in summer leagues, we play college baseball during the summer. I've seen a couple guys, Hayden Cronengold, Jordan again, and Jimmy Ginther. So other than that, I haven't really been able to see most of the other kids since high school. I saw a lot of them in high school, but since high school, everybody kind of goes their separate ways, and if you don't play summer baseball, you don't really get to see a lot of the kids playing against them because I'm all the way on the East Coast.
Yeah, and I gotta say that I had a chance to follow you. I have my sources, And you know, I just got to say I was very proud of you in regards to what you accomplished last year. I mean, you got it all. You know how to swing a bat, and you know how to steal bases. But that's what I told you. I said you walk like a sprinter. You know? You wear your baseball and track and field, and it's kind of like all my sprinter friends are probably the slowest walkers. You kind of have a little, you know, limp to them, but they can run like the wind. But you know, to steal as many bases that you do, you can't be slow.
No, I mean, it's not only, I attribute it to all the people who've helped me. I mean, between my dad, my coaches throughout the years. I mean,
Right.
luckily, I've been taught by all those people to instill the hard work. I mean,
Yeah.
I've learned that from them, and so it takes a lot of hard work to do that, and I definitely have done that over the years.
Yeah, you have a good, I know most of your entourage, I've seen your mom, your dad, and some of your other people, but you definitely do. And I know that sports has its ups and downs, and I know you're going to have a lot of ups. And if you ever have to go to the valley, I know you have a lot of people who just love you. But I'm just excited that you had such an experience 10 years ago. And you always hear about, I guess, I'm forgetting the time from, there was a baseball player who was like 6'8", 300 pounds, you know, looked like a 30-year-old. And I saw where they are now, and you know, that's a hard thing. He's not doing well, but you're going to do well.
No, it's definitely, I mean, you gotta say you've just been blessed. Just the people I've been around, they've provided me with great opportunities, and it's to recognize and remember that experience. I mean, it's something I carry with me, and I remember almost every day. Anytime I watch a Little League World Series now, it pops right back into my head, and I hope they enjoy the experience the way I did, because it's something you'll remember for the rest of your life.
And it's very impressive. And if I may say, I've seen you interact with other people in the last few months, and the way you look them in the eye, the way you shake them, the way you feel welcome. So I'm sure you're going to keep that when you get your second toothpaste commercial, you know, and you know, that beard stuff that you put on your face to make it like glisten and stuff like that. But you know, we wanted just to share with our audience something that was major time significant that most other medias were not going to capture, and that's something that's significant as this 10-year anniversary of you and your team winning the World Series. And in our community, that was significant.
It was very exciting at the time.
Will do. And just as the famous movies and the saga continues, okay?
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you
so much for being on the show.
My pleasure.
This is Peter Godinez, your ambassador with K80YTV.net, and Good Morning Oxnard. Evan.